In just a couple of weeks, I am going to Singapore, and I am kind of nervous, kind of scared, but most of all, I am really excited. I've been waiting for this for like half a year now, so I'm really happy that I'm finally gonna do it. So why am I going to Singapore then? Well, I'm going to study abroad there for one semester, so about half a year. It's going to be the longest time that I've been away from Sweden ever, and it's going to be the first time for me in Asia as well. And yeah, I'll be spending most of my time in Singapore, but hopefully I'll get some time during the semester and maybe after the semester to go around and visit some other countries in Asia as well. We'll see about that. Look forward very much to like having a little bit of vacation as well. I mean, this whole thing is going to be like vacation pretty much. Like the weather there in Singapore is going to be so amazing, and you know, everything I've seen about it looks just fantastic, especially compared to what Sweden is like right now. We haven't really gotten a real winter here, I would say. We don't have any snow yet, which is pretty uncommon for this time of year in Sweden. There's usually a lot of snow, but so far none of it. So to start off this first vlog, I thought I would show you a little bit what it's like here in Sweden, in my neighborhood, here at my campus, at my university, so you can get kind of like a feeling for what the change is like for me, the context, you know. So I've been looking forward to going to Singapore for a long time, and I've also been looking forward for quite a while to open up this gimbal I got on Black Friday. So gonna do a little bit of an unboxing of that now. So here we go. I got the Zhiyun Smooth 4 smartphone gimbal. And of course this wouldn't be a proper Swedish unboxing without a little bit of kanelbulle. Yeah, that's good. So let's unbox this puppy. So hopefully with this, all of my videos, my vlogs are gonna be looking super smooth. Looking pretty nice. Alright, well, I'm just gonna get acquainted with this and set it all up with my phone, and then we can start shooting. Okay, I've had some time now to check out some tutorials on how to actually use this thing, and it seems to be working pretty well. I have to say though, a little bit embarrassing when I first turned it on. I kind of don't. I'm not the kind of person who likes to read a lot of manuals, so I just kind of turned it on and wanted to get started with it right away. But when I first turned it on, it just started like shaking a lot and making scary noises. I was like, shit. I just break it. I looked at the instructions like 10 seconds later and was like,
attention, all Fortnite gamers.
You have to put your phone into into the gimbal before you turn it on. And it's like felt like it was overheating and smelled a little bit. So that was pretty scary. I felt pretty dumb then. But fortunately, as you can tell, it is working now. So not a problem. Oh, okay, now it's saying something. Okay, so yeah, I haven't figured it out 100% yet, but I think I'll get the hang of it. And let's go out and shoot some stuff. Lately I've been getting a little bit tired of the everyday monotony of just going to school, university, the way that I've been doing now. So I think this adventure going to the other side of the world is exactly what I need. And another thing that if you're from Sweden, you know about it, like during the winter months here, it gets so dark. So like the sun sets at like 2 p.m. and it's just dark the entire day, no sunlight, and it messes with your like rhythm of sleep and stuff, and it gets you real tired. You don't have any energy or like enthusiasm. So I'm hoping I'll get that back when I go to Singapore, because there it's gonna be like 35 degrees every day, sunny, and sunsets at normal times. So I'll look forward to that very much. And there you go, a normal day here in Sweden. Well, maybe except for the part in the library with Lucia, that only happens once a year. So I said that the reason I'm going to Singapore is for my exchange, obviously. But why Singapore specifically? I mean, there are so many places in the world that you could go. My university, KTH, has like over 100 partner universities all over the world you can go to. Well, I know a couple of friends that have been to Singapore before, and they really recommended it. Two of them studied in Singapore, one of them at the university that I'm going to. and another one that went to the National University of Singapore. They thought it was really great, and I also have a friend who went there on vacation, and he also recommended it, and I've seen other older students going to Singapore and studying from like other years, and it all seemed great, so why not? I also looked a lot at university rankings. The university I'm going to is ranked number 2 in the world in computer science, which is my subject, so that's pretty epic. When going abroad for such a long time that I'm doing, half a year, there are a lot of things to think about. For an example, there's the social aspects. I won't be seeing my friends that I hang out with all the time for half a year. A couple of them are going to Texas to study there. Actually, a few people from my year are going to Singapore as well, but none of them are going to my university. But I'll be able to see them in Singapore, so that'll be nice. But I don't think that this is going to be a problem. I'll make a bunch of new friends there, I hope. Get to know new people and make new contacts and see people from all over the world. There are a lot of international students at NTU where I'm going, and of course a lot of local people as well. I also signed up yesterday for a sort of mentorship program where a former student at KTH who lives in Singapore is gonna give me some inside information about what it's like to live and work in Singapore. That's gonna be cool. So what are my expectations of this exchange? Well, the first thing I think about is it looks pretty much like a tropical metropolitan paradise, the city in itself. And I'm very excited about just like the environment and the weather and exploring a new city. And it's, as I said, the first time I've been in Asia, so I'm looking forward a lot to new culture and new environments. And when it comes to like the education, I'm expecting it to be more about like remembering facts and that sort of stuff instead of problem solving. That's what I've heard that they're doing more of there in Singapore than here in Sweden. And I mean, my education here is already really good, so I don't know, it's gonna have to be very good there too in order to impress me. Like, it's gonna have to be really good. I've also taken an online course from Harvard in computer science, and that was like the best education experience I've ever had. So it's gonna be hard to top that, but I still think it's gonna be really good. Another expectation I have is that I'm going to develop as a person, because it's gonna be the first time that I'm going out alone into the big wide world, and having to do things more on my own, so become a little bit more independent, I think. Overall, I think this is gonna be something that I will never forget. It's gonna be an experience of a lifetime for sure. And that's pretty much it for this first episode. Now I'm gonna pack up all of my things in my room here, and I'm moving to my parents during Christmas, and then I'm going to Singapore the 28th of December. And so I will be spending my New Year's Eve there. And that also means that I'll be spending like 2 weeks there in Singapore before the semester actually starts. So I'll have some time to explore and get to know the city. That was it for the first episode. I hope to see you in the next one, where I'll take the flight there to Singapore and get settled in my Airbnb I'm gonna stay at before I go to live on campus. And yeah, I'm gonna go around and explore, check out the campus, the area around it, check out the city, downtown, and all of that. Alright, so see you then.